All right, so we have been talking a lot about all these LLM chatbots like OpenAI's GPT-4o, O3, O3 Mini, DeepSeek R1 from China, Google's Gemini, etc. But what if I told you there is one single app where all these models are integrated into one? Yes, you can select whichever model you want your question to be answered by. That is what Perplexity AI is all about. And it is almost almost there to replace Google search. Let's check it out. Like always, you can either access the Perplexity app or the website in your browser. Once you open the app, you get few quick glances. What I mean by that is, for example, you can put the weather of your location for a quick glance, or you have a certain sports team which is your favorite. You can follow the recent game updates from that team. All those appear right at the bottom. Also, you have this tab to ask anything, which is basically the place where you'll put your search or your question. You also get four different tabs at the top. You have the home tab, which is the starting point. You also get a discover tab. That is the tab where information or all the news from around the world is all stored. You can access articles, blogs from various sectors, be it tech and science, finance, sports. All the news articles are present in the discover tab. You also get a tab called Spaces that is meant for your own AI chatbot. What I mean by that is you can upload documents, your study material, PDF files, and then the AI can answer questions based on those files. So if you're a student, you can upload your study material and then ask the AI to question yourself. The last tab is the library tab where all your previous questions, previous chat history gets stored. Coming back to the home tab, you get a button called auto. That auto is basically to decide which model you want to use. If you click on it, you get different options. You also have the DeepSeek R1 from China. You can use that model if you have some research question. You also get OpenAI's O3 Mini, and you get a simple model which they have under auto. Also, in the top right corner, you get a tab called Focus. If you click on that, you get different options, be it maths, academic, video. So depending on what sort of question you're going to ask, you can select the focus mode. If you have some academic question where you want the AI model to go through different research papers available on the internet, you can select that. For general tasks, I usually keep it auto and you have the normal focus or the autofocus mode. That's how the app looks. Let's compare both the results side by side. So I've got Perplexity AI to the left and Google search engine to the right. I just picked up some random questions which people usually search on Google. Let's take an example of how much time does it take to boil the egg. Now, if you post the same question, you can just hit enter and then you'll get the results. On Google, you will get a 2 to 3 line summary of information it has picked up from different sources and then link to different articles mentioning the cooking process for egg or even the videos. But in Perplexity, you will get a more detailed summary how the time duration is going to affect your egg. And then also you can drop down to see all the sources of all the articles. Also, similar to Google, you also get the option to search by images, search by videos, just like how you can do it in Google. Second question I picked up is something which people usually want to know about. For example, what's happening in their country, if there is some political unrest or some controversy happening. I just picked up this question about the India's Got Latent controversy and I posted it on both the search engines. In Google, you got a one-line summary about what has been happening and then a huge video list of news channels mentioning about this controversy. But at the same time, in Perplexity, you got a more detailed result, a more detailed summary. It was not only restricted to one incident, but it mentioned how different departments were affected, what people thought about it, etc. So it's more detailed. But what if we have some coding question? Let's say how to remove rows in a data frame. If you post the same question on Google, you'll get the list of all the documentation or articles, educational websites mentioning how you can delete the rows, and then obviously the videos. But in Perplexity, in addition to all this, you also get the code directly. You don't need to go inside the documentation or watch the entire video to understand the code. If you are sure, you can just cut, copy, and paste the same code in your notebook. So that's like an added advantage. But why do I say that it is almost there to replace Google? That's because you have the luxury of follow up questions. Let's take the example of visiting India. If I want to search when's the best time to visit India, I post the same question on both the search engines. On Google, I just get a summary that from this month to that month is the best time. And then again, link to all the articles. But on Perplexity, in addition to mentioning the specific months, it also tells you the seasons which are prevalent in all these months and which destination is better in which month. That's like a bonus. Let's say I just have a budget of $1,000. Now, if I ask that question to Google, it does not know that I'm talking about my visit to India. So it's going to bring up some random search result. But on Perplexity, it's going to understand in what context I'm talking about and then suggest me some destination based on that. That's the advantage of Perplexity. In addition to getting access to all the models all in one place, you also get the luxury of follow up questions. So you can just continue the conversations. So that is like having everything in one place. That is why it's almost there to replace Google. That's it. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.